Delilah, he'd say, his eyes scanning my body. I can see you have a lot of potential. With the right guidance and mentorship, you could go far in this company. The implication was always clear. The right mentorship meant his mentorship. Going far meant going along with whatever he wanted. He started inviting me to lunch, just the two of us. When I made excuses, he'd frame it as a work requirement. Part of your professional development, he'd explain. You need to learn how business is really conducted. That happens over meals, not in conference rooms. During these lunches, he'd order wine and pressure me to drink. Come on, live a little. You're always so buttoned up. When I'd stick to water, he'd joke about how I was no fun and needed to loosen up if I wanted to succeed in business. He'd tell me about his college days, his brief semi-professional football career, his connections in the industry, always with the underlying message that my success depended on staying in his good graces. I like you, Delilah, he'd say, reaching across the table to touch my hand. You remind me of myself when I was starting out, hungry, willing to do what it takes to get ahead. The breaking point came during our annual company retreat at the Riverside Resort, a sprawling complex 2 hours outside the city. The entire firm spent 3 days there for team building and strategic planning, though mostly it was an excuse for the partners to play golf and everyone else to drink by the pool. I'd managed to avoid Brendan for most of the retreat by staying close to groups of other employees. But on the final evening after the company dinner and award ceremony, I found myself alone at the hotel bar. Most people had either gone to bed or were continuing the party in someone's suite. I was catching up on emails before the next morning's early checkout. That's when Brendan appeared, sliding into the booth beside me before I could escape. He positioned himself to block my exit, trapping me against the wall. I could smell the whiskey on his breath, see the glassy look